Brothers and sisters, good afternoon, and to the taxpayers of the city of Memphis. My name is Thomas Malone, president of the Memphis Firefighters Association. As you all heard throughout the news and the local paper, there's a big pension issue in the city of Memphis. And this administration will have you think that we are the reason, this pension system and the employees are the reason that Memphis is having the troubles that they're having. And so with that being said, the city council passed a resolution to have their actuaries do a study of our pension plan, with the caveat that we would get the same numbers and be able to do the same to give two sides of the story. And I would like to give you a little bit of the idea of two sides of the story. Number one, the city says that this plan is unsustainable, it's in dire need, and it's a drain on the taxpayers. The real facts are, and figures support this, that it is the best deal for any taxpayer in this whole country that we can find. You, the taxpayer, pay less than you would pay if we were on Social Security, which is the minimum of anybody in this country. You pay less as a taxpayer than you would be paying if all the city employees were on Social Security. You pay 6%. Social Security is 6.2. Fact number two, this pension program has one glaring fault, one glaring bad number, and that's the unfunded liability. Our research has shown that this administration has self-inflicted this unfunded liability to the tune that it is now. In 2008, this system was 104.5% funded, which means you, the taxpayer, and you, the employee, were getting a great deal based on the return of the market. The taxpayer is paying less than they would for Social Security. The employee can see that their pension is very stable for their long-range retirement. Just using actuarial assumptions from an independent firm was cut in below half. It went from $681 million, that's all you hear from the council and the administration, to $301 million. Now you say that's still a lot of money, and it is. But that is a point that I want to make right here. This was the city's figures that we used. There was $150 million in assets not even figured in their actuary's report. Our actuary says, why? It is money in the bank. If you use the market value of this system, even with the city paying in so poorly, and you've heard everybody in this administration say we need to pay more. Their own actuaries say they need to pay more. They presented them with 3 plans. The cheapest of those plans was $60 million. $40 more million. Now, if you take their actuaries' figures and you put them with our actuaries' assumptions, then you see where in 10 to 12 years, this system would be over 100% funded with no new money other than what their own actuaries say. 2.5 years ago, the employees in fire and police went to 8%. Along with that, for new employees, we reduced their multiplier, which is how you figure your pension. We reduced it by a quarter. Went from 2.50 to 2.25. That's what this city was paying when I came on the fire department in 1969. Also, their own pension investment consultant said this was one of the most conservative investment pension plans that they've got in their whole consulting firm. They said that we can get away from what happened in 2008 by the way it's structured now. So these unsustainable systems that they're talking about, everybody that is experts in this system are talking about what a great system this is, how well it's managed, how well that the employees can at least have a decent living wage when they retire after serving you for 25, 30 years. So again, we are really confused what this administration thinks they should pay for the employees under the law. Social Security is mandatory. We're paying less than Social Security. The employees aren't. The employees, instead of paying what they would pay for Social Security, paying 8%. Now, wouldn't you think if you're paying more than Social Security and the employer is paying less, that you should think you should get a benefit? At least something. That's what you pay for. You, the taxpayers, are being hoodwinked into thinking this is an unsustainable system. And when you buy into that, all this city's trying to do is to generate more revenue by paying nothing to give it to big business. You're not getting any break as a taxpayer. You're not getting taxes cut or added to because of this pension. Take a good look. This is not about this pension system. The city's actuaries put a disclaimer in their report. Do not use this for professional advice. Seek professional advice. So at our expense, we promised the city that we would do that. At our expense. Didn't cost you, the taxpayer, a nickel. But now that we went out and sought professional advice, and by the way, they didn't come through me, the president of this organization, asking questions. They were allowed by the city to go straight to their actuaries and get any questions asked that they needed. When the report comes out, all of a sudden, nobody wants to talk about it. The city said they were going to put together a pension oversight committee 2.5 years ago. We're in dire need. We need to look at this. The unions had already gotten together and came up with this plan that generated, over the next 30 years, $450 million. That's the city's figures. The city has yet to increase theirs. Now, we looked at over 500 pension plans. Over 500. Public sector pension plans. We could not find one pension plan in this country where the employer pays less than the employee. But they do in Memphis. We're fighting for what we were promised when we came on. When you come on, if you read the documents, you must sign in onto the pension plan. You don't get a choice. So new employees, right off the bat, who are making less money, are paying 8% and getting less benefits. We now have a solid foundation and that validates what we've been saying all along. That the city is self-inflicting these numbers to make them say what they want to. You've heard the old expression that figures don't lie, liars figure. Well, it's proven in these documents. The employees of this city is the #1 resource for this city. It's not the Mississippi River. It's not the pyramid, the FedEx form. It's the employees. They deserve to be treated with dignity. They deserve to know that when they get through with their career, they can at least have a livable wage. These men and women that work for this fire department here, they love this city. They love what they do, and we appreciate your support. Please let the mayor and the council know that pay these people what they hired on for, and these pensions are sustainable. We can back it up. Anybody that wants to know anything further can contact us here at our Union Hall. We'll be glad to give you the report and let you read for it, get it evaluated yourself. Thank you for your time, and we appreciate your support. Thank you.